Hello everyone, welcome to part number 7 of the Blu-ray collection. Today we're just going to do this row, and these two shelves, they go that way, that way, that way. So we got Silk Road, that's pretty good. Silver Linings Playbook, Sin City, Sing, and Sing 2. Singing in the Rain, one of the greatest movies ever made. Sinners and Saints, Sisters, Sisu, Skinamarink, really, really good movie, really weird movie. Skin Trade, Skip Trace, Skyfall, Skyscraper, Slam Dance, Sleeping with the Enemy, Sleepless, Sleepers, Sleeping Beauty, Sleepwalking, Sling Blade, Slither, Slumdog Millionaire, Small Town Killers, Smile, really good movie. When they announced a sequel was coming out this year, I was like, really? That kind of doesn't need a sequel. I mean, I understand why they would jump on it, because this was a huge moneymaker for them. And then I saw the trailer, and I'm really looking forward to it. Smiley Face Killers, only for die-hard fans of Crispin Glover, and even then, this movie's not that good. Smiling Friends Season 1, this show is off the damn wall, but I love it. Smokey and the Bandit, classic. Smooth Talk, I haven't watched that yet. Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origins. Excuse me. Snakes on a Plane. Snatched. Sniper Assassin's End. Sniper Reloaded. Sniper Rogue Mission. And Sniper Ultimate Kill. I have the other 6 Sniper movies. Yes, there's 10 of them. They're all on DVD, though. They only released some to Blu-ray, so. Snowden. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. That's a classic. Solo, A Star Wars Story. Some Like It Hot. Sun, really, really good horror movie. Songbird. Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Both are really fun. I haven't seen Knuckles yet, but that is getting a physical media release in September, and I am excited for the third film. Son of Kong. Sorority Row, this is the remake. The Sophia Loren Award Collection. This comes with Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow, Marriage Italian Style, Sunflower, and Boccaccio 70, as well as a documentary called Vittorio D. Yes, Vittorio D. Really, really cool. Sorry to Bother You. Soul Surfer, Source Code, the regular theatrical cut of Southland Tales, and then the Arrow Video version of Southland Tales, which has both cuts, so I can technically get rid of that other one, but I just keep it. South of Heaven, really good movie. South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. Southpaw, Space Cowboys, Space Jam, and Space Jam: A New Legacy. I like both of them equally. Sparkle, Spectre, Speed, and Speed 2 Cruise Control. Both are fun movies. I enjoy the second one for how ridiculous it is. Speed is great, though. Speed Racer, one of my all-time favorite movies. This movie is severely underrated. I love this movie to death. Spell, that was alright. Then we got Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, and then 2 versions. I think, yeah, the second one has more special features of Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Spider-Man Far From Home. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Spider-Man No Way Home. This one got mixed up a little bit. Spider-Man Homecoming. So those are all the Spider-Men. Well, except for the amazing ones. We'll get to those in a little bit. Spies in Disguise. Spinning Gold. Really entertaining movie. This is all about Casablanca Records, which birthed like these artists like Kiss and the Isley Brothers and all this other stuff. But the thing of it is, they don't use the original tracks when they're doing the songs in the movie. They use these weird re-recorded versions, which is really interesting. Spiral from the Book of Saw, really, really good, really entertaining. Split. Spoiler alert. Spotlight. Spree. There we go. Spring Breakers, another massively underrated movie. A lot of people don't like that. Spy, love that one. Spy Game. Spy Kids, All the Time in the World. This one isn't that bad. I do have the first three. I haven't filed them away yet. You got to keep in mind, I've been a little lazy since the move. Standoff with Brendan Fraser. And then another movie called Standoff with Lawrence Fishburne and Thomas Jane. Stand Up Guys. Stargate, the extended cut. Starship Troopers, Traitor of Mars. Then we got this awesome Star Wars complete saga box set. Comes with The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Then we have The Force Awakens, which is my personal favorite Star Wars movie. The Last Jedi, which I also really enjoy. And The Rise of Skywalker, which I also really enjoy. Star Wars fans, I will tell you this, are some of the most toxic fans you will come across. By me saying that I enjoyed these films in any way, shape, or form, I'm going to get my throat slit. Like, that's... State of Play. Stay Out of the Attic. This is what they call it on the cover. The on-screen title is actually Stay Out of the Fucking Attic. But this is a really interesting movie. Double feature here of Stealth and Vertical Limit. Step Up 2, The Streets. And Step Up 3. I did purchase the other ones. Stephen King's Cat's Eye, great anthology movie. Loved that one. Stephen King's It, really, really good. And the original Stephen King's The Stand. Step Brothers, this isn't a movie I enjoy all that much. It's fine for like a throw-on in the background movie. It just, I don't know, there's something off about it. This really cool Steve Austin steelbook. This comes with The Stranger, Hunt to Kill, The Package, and Maximum Conviction. That's awesome. This Steven Seagal 4 movie set, I got this because it has Driven to Kill, Kill Switch, which those two I have individually, but it also has Mercenary for Justice and Today You Die. I did not have Today You Die on Blu-ray, so that's cool. Steve Jobs, great movie. Stillwater, really, really good movie. Really good. Stir of Echoes, I haven't watched that yet. Stolen. Stomp the Yard. Stone Cold, this is the movie with Brian Bosworth. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the bottom line on the most popular superstar of all time. Hell yeah. Straight Outta Compton, great movie. Stranger Than Fiction, really underrated. Strange World, good movie. This was a massive flop for Disney, and actually one of the biggest flops of all time. But it was pretty interesting. Strays, that was fun. The Street Fighter Steelbook that Mill Creek put out. This is one of the best steelbooks I own. If I can sort of nudge it out of its sleeve, you can see M. Bison riding a horse on the back. Great cheesy movie. I do have the standard Universal edition as well. And then the sequel, which I'm told is awful, but I haven't watched yet, Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li. Street Kings, and Street Kings 2, Motor City. Striking Distance. Stuber, very underrated buddy cop movie. I like that one a lot. Studio 666, really, really good. Rest in peace, Taylor. St. Vincent, great movie. Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, so ridiculous, but so much fun. Storks, that's pretty good. Sublime, I haven't watched that yet. Sucker Punch. Suddenly. Suburbicon, which actually, that's out of order too. Hold on. There we go. Are we back? Yes. Suicide Squad. Sully. This is a Mill Creek 4 movie set, Sun, Sand, and Sweat. This comes with Private Resort, Perfect, Hard Bodies, and Spring Break. Super 8. Super Bad. Supercell. Supernatural, the complete first season. Second season. Third season. Fourth season. Fifth season. Sixth season. Seventh season. Eighth season. Ninth season. Hold on. 10th season. 11th season. And then over here, finally get to sit down. My back's killing me. The 12th season, 13th season, 14th season, and the 15th and final season. I have not seen a single episode of this show. I gotta really get on that. Super Troopers and Super Troopers 2. Sushi Girl. Survival of the Dead does that little fun thing. Survive the Game and Survive the Night. Two decent but very unrelated Chad Michael Murray and Bruce Willis movies. Survivor. Suspiria. This is Luca Guadagnino's Suspiria, which is really, really good. I like the original Dario Argento version just as much. They're both very different, but they're very, very good. SWAT. SWAT Firefight, and SWAT Under Siege. Sweet Charity. Sweet Smell of Success. Swelter. Switch. Sympathy for the Devil. Synapse, that's a pretty decent movie. Synchronic. This is a great movie. This is done by the guys who did, The Endless. So it's a really, really good movie. Really good sci-fi movie. T2, Train Spotting. Kind of a weird name for a sequel, but really good. Table 19, very underrated. Tactical Force. Tag. Take Back. Taken. Taken 2. And Taken 3. Take Me Home Tonight, super underrated. Takers. Take This Waltz. Talk to Me. Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. Oh, for those wondering what that is poking out, that was my audition number when I auditioned for America's Got Talent. No, I didn't make it on air. There's a weird process you got to go through to even get on air. But I went down to Cincinnati to try out, and they obviously decided that I did not have talent, so because I'm here. Tammy, Tangled, Tar. This movie's phenomenal. I always hate it when they go to the effort of putting a movie on home media and they don't include any special features. I don't understand it. Like, you have nothing to offer other than the movie. Tarzan, I know it's a classic, but I haven't seen it. Taurus, yes, this has Machine Gun Kelly. Yes, he's a horrible, horrible person. And yes, this is a surprisingly good movie. Taylor Swift, Journey to Fearless. Taxi Driver. The shitty Paramount Blu-ray of Team America World Police. And then the very good Shout Factory release that they did, which has the proper cut and special features on there. That is my second favorite movie of all time. Ted 2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Secret of the Ooze, 3, and TMNT. Love the 3 live-action movies. The TMNT was just weird. I didn't care for it. Then the 2014 Ninja Turtles and Out of the Shadows, pretty good. I do have Mutant Mayhem again. Gotta file it away. Teen Titans Go to the movies and Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans. Teen Titans The Judas Contract. Tell. Tekken Kazuya's Revenge. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Tenet. A lot of people say, oh, this is Christopher Nolan's worst movie. No, it's one of his better ones. I really, really enjoy this movie a lot. Really, really great. Terminal. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. One of the greatest movies of all time. It's just so great. But I do enjoy the other ones. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. Terminator Dark Fate. Terminator Genesis, and Terminator Salvation. I do have The Terminator, but it's called The Terminator, so we'll get to it later. Term Life, really good. Terrifier, that's also really good. Terrifier 2 in this really neat steelbook. Great movie. This didn't need to be as long as it was, though. Thank You for Your Service. Really, really great movie. Very hard to watch. Another movie that's hard to watch for different reasons because it's actually not good is That's My Boy. That Thing You Do. Now into the thes. Folks, we're getting into it. The Second. The Fifth Wave. Really good. The 41-year-old virgin who knocked up Sarah Marshall and felt super bad about it. It's pretty stupid, in case you couldn't guess. The 355. You know, I really like this movie. I know a lot of people don't, but at the end of the day, and this is the most important thing that I want you guys to take away, you like what you like. It doesn't matter what the general opinion of a movie is. You like what you like. You can disagree with that person. Like, so many people can see this and go, well, I didn't think that movie was very good. Fine, that's their opinion. But my general opinion is that movie is entertaining, and I enjoyed it for what it was. People are so anal about controlling what people like. And then people also feel the need to go, oh, well, that's a guilty pleasure. A guilty pleasure doesn't exist for me because if I like the movie, I show no guilt for it. It is what it is. Don't be ashamed if you like a movie that people do. Don't be ashamed if you like Madam Web, okay? If you like Madam Web, you're fine. I defended Cats a few parts ago. I mean, I you know... Anyway, that was a tangent. The 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T. The Accountant. The Addams Family and Addams Family Values, both are great movies. And then the animated films, The Addams Family and The Addams Family 2, both are awesome. The Adjustment Bureau, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, The Age of Adeline, really, really good movie. The Air I Breathe, The Amazing Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, The American, there we go, The Amityville Horror Remake, The Ant Bully, The Apparition, The Apple, there we go, The Artist, The Aristocats, The Art of Racing in the Rain, The Assassination of Jesse James by the Coward Robert Ford, The Astronomer, The A-Team, The Aviator, The Backup Plan, The Bad Guys, The Banana Splits Movie, The Bank Job, The Banshees of Inisherin, great movie, very funny. The Batman, also a great movie. The Beach Bum, very, very, very great movie. I dug that a lot. The Beaver, The Benchwarmers, The Best of WWE in Your House, The Big Bang, and we move over here, The Big Lebowski, that's in my top 10 of all time, The Big Short, The Big Sick, The Big Ugly, The Blackcoat's Daughter. For those who are excited to see Longlegs this weekend, definitely check this one out. He also, it's directed by the same director, Osgood Perkins, and it's an excellent movie. It's awesome all the way around. He did do Gretel and Hansel, which I liked, but not nearly as much as that. The Blackening, The Black Phone, The Blind Side, The Bling Ring, The Blues Brothers, The Bodyguard, The Boogeyman, The Book of Eli, The Book of Life, The Boondock Saints, The Boondock Saints 2, All Saints Day, The Boss, the Bourne Ultimate Collection. I read that wrong for a second. Comes with Identity, Supremacy, Ultimatum, Legacy, and Jason Bourne. Great set of movies. The Bounty Hunter. I like this movie a lot. I like throwing that on, just not thinking about things. The Boy Next Door. Absolutely ridiculous movie. The Boys, seasons 1 and 2, and season 3. I was going to start watching this. I haven't watched any of this yet, because I know season 4 is on right now, but they just announced that season 5, which I think is going to be airing next year, that'll be their final season. So once I have all 5 seasons, I will happily binge The Boys. The Breakfast Club, The Brothers Grimm, The Brothers Grimsby, The Butterfly Effect, The Cable Guy, such an underrated movie. I love that movie. The Cabin in the Woods, The Campaign, The Canyons, The Card Counter, The Change-Up, The Chaperone, The Coalition, The Cobbler, over here. We have The Coed and the Zombie Stoner. This is from the Asylum. The Colony. The original, The Color Purple. I do have the remake. I think the remake's great as well. The original's really, really great. The Commuter. The Condemned. The Condemned 2. The Contractor. The Courier, another movie called The Courier. Both are very different, but both are very good. The Counselor, the original, The Craft, great movie. And then the decent sequel, actually, The Craft Legacy. The Critters Collection, Critters 2, the main course, Critters 3, and Critters 4. I do have the newer one that they did a few years ago, but we already talked about it. The Croods, A New Age. I do need the first one. The Crow, one of my all-time favorites. And for the record, I don't think the remake looks that bad. I think it looks pretty good. The Dark and the Wicked. Good, like, folk horror movie. The Dark Crystal. I have seen this. This is a really friggin' great movie. That is really, really great. The Dark Knight Trilogy. Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises. 3 excellent movies. The Day of the Living Dead. The Dead, The Deadlands, The Death of Superman, The Debt, The Deer Hunter, The Defiant Ones, great documentary. Some Chuck Norris here with The Delta Force, Missing in Action, and Missing in Action 2, The Beginning. The Dentist Collection, you get The Dentist and The Dentist 2. Haven't watched these yet, but I'm told they are nasty little movies. So I guess I should watch them. The Departed, one of my all-time favorites. Love that movie. The Descendants. The Devil's in the Details. The Devil's Machine. The Devil's Rejects. This is my all-time favorite horror movie. I love it. The Devil Wears Prada. The Devil You Know. Super underrated movie. The Diary of Anne Frank. The Disaster Artist. The Divergent series Allegiant and the Divergent series Insurgent. Yeah, it's a series that will forever remain unfinished because the studios got greedy and split the last movie into 2 parts. And the third movie bombed so badly that they're like, well, we don't even want to do the last one. The Doorman, The Double, The Dream Team, The D-Train, The East, The Edge of 17, great movie. The End of the Tour, phenomenal movie. The Enforcer, The Engineer, The Equalizer, The Sequelizer, The Equalizer 2. I do have the Threequalizer, The Equalizer 3. The Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. The Exorcism of Emily Rose. The Exorcism of God, which is loony. The Exorcist, I had this edition, which is just the director's cut. But then I was clued in. Apparently, not only does this have both cuts, and the theatrical cut is apparently the superior cut, but it also has more special features, which is really, really interesting. The Exorcist is one of the greatest movies ever made, and I don't give 2 shits what anyone says. I thought Believer was excellent. Come at me all you want. At least there was effort behind that. I can't say the same for The Heretic. I can't say the same for The Beginning. I can say that for Exorcist 3 and Dominion, though. The Expendables, the theatrical cut and the extended cut. The Expendables 2 and the Expendables 3. I do have the other one as well. The Express, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, The Fabelmans, The Faculty, The Fanatic, The Farewell, this really cool steelbook edition of The Fast and the Furious. So The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, and The Fate of the Furious. The Father, The Fault in Our Stars, The Fighter, The Final Girls, excellent, excellent movie. The First Purge, terrible. It's the only one of the Purge movies I don't like. The 5-Year Engagement, The Flash. This movie could have been something, and it was nothing. The Fluffy movie, that was good. The Foreigner, The Forever Purge, The Fourth Kind, The Fox and the Hound, and The Fox and the Hound 2. Haven't seen either of those. The Freshman, The Frighteners, great, great movie. The Frozen Ground. The Fugitive, also another really great movie. The Gallows. The Gambler. The Gangster. The Gate, I do have the steelbook edition of this as well. The Gateway, that's a fun little movie. I like that one a lot. The Gentleman, love this movie so much. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. The Getaway. The Gift. The Girl on the Train. The Girl in the Spider's Web, which is pretty decent. And then the Daniel Craig Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, which is really good. I haven't seen any of the originals, though. The Giver. The Godfather parts 1, 2, and 3. You know, those are classics. And then I got this. This is a recut of the third film. It's called The Godfather Coda, The Death of Michael Corleone. If this is any good, let me know. The Gold Rush. This actually comes with both the 1925 version and the 1942 version. So that's really, really cool. Haven't watched it yet, though. The Good Dinosaur. The Good Shepherd, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, triple feature of The Goonies, Gremlins, and Gremlins 2, The New Batch. I love all 3 of these movies. I'm very partial to Gremlins 2 myself, but that's because I'm a huge Looney Tunes fan, and I like the more Looney Tunes aspect of it. The Grand Budapest Hotel, The Great Gatsby, The Great Escape, The Great Mouse Detective, The Greatest Showman, and then I have a steelbook version of it. This movie it quickly became one of my all-time favorite movies. This holds the record for the most amount of times I've seen a movie in theaters. Very rarely will I see a movie twice in theaters. I saw that 7 times. The Green Berets. The Green Hornet, massively underrated. I've seen this a couple times, and I think it's very entertaining. The Green Knight. The Green Mile. The newer Grudge, which is okay. The Guest, great movie. The Guilt Trip. The Gun in Betty Lou's Handbag. The Gunman. The Hangover. The Hangover Part 2. This, I don't know if you could tell. This is actually the very first Blu-ray that I got. The Hangover Part 3. The Happening. The Happy Time Murders. The Hateful Eight. Not to be confused with The Fateful Eight. That was such a Squilliam laugh. The Hate You Give. The Haunted Mansion. The Haunting of Sharon Tate. It's actually not too bad. It's okay. The Heat. I love this movie. I don't know why they never did another one of these. The Help. The Hero of Color City in this yellow case. The High Note. Great movie. The Hills Have Eyes remake collection. The Hills Have Eyes is great. The Hills Have Eyes 2 is just okay. The History of Metal and Horror. Haven't watched that yet. The Hit List. The Hitman's Bodyguard. The Holiday. The Honeymoon Killers. The extended cuts of the Hobbit trilogy. An Unexpected Journey. The Battle of the Five Armies. And The Desolation of Smaug. I found those for super cheap. The Horseman. The Host. The House. The House Bunny. The House Next Door, Meet the Blacks 2. The House of the Devil, phenomenal film. The House with the Clock in Its Walls. The Humanity Bureau. The Humans. The Human Tornado. The Hunchback of Notre Dame and The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. Again, more Disney classics that I haven't seen. The Hunger Games, this comes with a bonus disc. Great movie. I do have all of them. We'll talk about it later. The Hunt, great movie. The Hunter's Prayer. The Hurt Locker. The Hustle. The Hustler. The Iceman. The Ides of March. The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. The Imitation Game. The Incantation. The Incredible Burt Wonderstone. The Incredible Hulk. The Incredibles. The Infernal Affairs trilogy. Infernal Affairs 1, 2, and 3. I haven't seen these yet, but these are the first one is the inspiration for The Departed. The Infiltrator. The Informant. The Informer. The Inspection. The Intern. What a cozy, feel-good movie that is. The International. The Internship. The Interpreter. The Interview. The Intruder. The Invention of Lying. The Invincible Iron Man. The Invisible Man. Great movie. The Irishman. The Iron Giant. The Island. The Italian Job. The James Bond collection. This is every single James Bond movie except for No Time to Die. The Jesus Music. You know, this is a good documentary, all about contemporary Christian music and all that. Yeah. Can't even get it back in. The Jesus Rolls, the very unnecessary sequel to Big Lebowski. Wasn't the biggest fan of it. Alright, let me figure this out, guys. Hold on. I'm coming to the rescue. Alright. The Judge. The original Jungle Book, and then the remake to the Jungle Book. The Jurassic Dead, shitty movie. The remake of The Karate Kid, good movie. The Kid Detective, that's a fun one. The Killer and Hard Boiled. Hard Boiled, like I said, probably the greatest foreign film I've ever seen. The Killer is a movie I haven't seen yet. The Killing Fields. The Kingdom. The King of Staten Island. The Kingsman. The Kings of Summer. The Kitchen. The Last Blockbuster. The Last Duel. The Last Exorcism. The Last 5 Years. And we will finish up this part with The Last of the Mohicans. So that is it, guys. We got through a lot more of the Blu-rays this time. We're getting close to the end. Part 8, we're going to do like we did last time. I'll do the top two, these two shelves, and I'll do the first 2 rows of the final shelf. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.